Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Weapon X from the Sugarman waves. On the front just shows Weapon X right there at the leg, has a cool drawing of him along with the Apocalypse face right there on the side. Has the rest of the figures in the wave along with the picture of the Build-A-Figure Sugarman. Brief little bio, nice crease across his face. Has the Age of Apocalypse logo right there along saying Sugarman. I'll go ahead and get him opened up and we'll check out the details. So he does come with the left leg of Sugarman. Ooh, in this very important accessory. No, I'm just kidding, but it actually is. It's kind of nice to have this interchangeable part. You can swap it off so you don't have the left hand having the claws poking out, kind of remnants of the Toy Biz version that is a non-variant. Or I guess it's not a non-variant, it's more of just a running change. Not even that really, because the burnt face one with the claws popped in the Giant Man series came out with all the rest. But enough of my rambling, we'll go and get into the figure. All right, now checking out Weapon X. He's got some crazy hair on this figure. It looks really cool though. I actually really like this. It's pretty wild. He's got the one little bang kind of drooped down in front of his face. You can see a nice clean red paint above the eye. Eyebrows are nice and thick and they look pretty good. They're pretty straight, pretty even. Eyes looking straight forward. I do like the 5 o'clock shadow on his chin here. I love the angry look where you see all his teeth. But look at this wild hair. I love how bushy it is. And it looks really cool. Look at the back even. It's all suede. Definitely see the ball peg in the back here, but who's going to be looking up in there? But I mean, that looks crazy. I do like that. I think that looks really cool. Otherwise, the suit is dark blue, and it's got the nice dark red, and the angles are nice and clean. There's no bleeding over. It's hard for me to point that one out, but there's one right there just because it's the sculpt of the figure. But he does have the hair on the arms, which is awesome. I think that looks really good. It definitely seems like a different flesh tone than I've seen on the other one, or not other one, but other figures. I feel like it's definitely a different color. It feels different. It's not as sleek. It's kind of more of a matte finish, so it's really nice. There's silver on the side here on the left arm with the claws poking out, which are just kind of the same color. I kind of wish they were more of a silver, like paint, like to give it some shine. Same thing with the claws popping out, kind of how the silver looks. I think that would have looked really nice. But otherwise, it's got the red around the wrist here. It's a little sloppy right there in the middle, but overall not too bad. He does have hair on the other arm, which looks good. You can put it on the pegs, which is great. Then coming down, he's got the yellow belt with the red, with the black belt buckle with the red. I think it looks pretty good. It's got a little blotchy. You can see some of the red kind of bleeding into, some of the black bleeding into the red. But overall, it's just a nice yellow belt, and it continues with the dark blue pants all the way down. So pretty basic on the bottom lower half. All right, so we'll go ahead and go over the articulation, and then we'll swap that one little piece out. So his head looks left and right, kind of looks up all the way. If you have him up too high, you definitely will see that bald peg. So that's kind of an eyesore, especially unless you're doing a good camera view like that. But if you're having them looking up at something, you may get a weird angle where you see that. It does have the butterfly armpit joints, which is cool. It's got the ball joint in the shoulder, moves out, down, forward, and back. It's got the upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Obviously, this has got the wrist rotation right here, so you can pull that piece off. And he does have the wrist rotation here, also the hinge. He does have the nice ab crunch, crunches down all the way, arches back pretty good. Waist swivel, you can move that belt out of the way if you choose. Kicks up, spreads pretty far. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no boot rotation. Ankles move down, they move up. He does have nice ankle rockers along with peg holes at the bottom of his feet. I'm going to swap this part out so you can see how it looks, and we'll go ahead and show you how tall Weapon X is. This is how the peg looks. I just kind of grab from the base and pull on it just so I don't pull on the claws. But it doesn't quite line up flush. You can see there's some gap. I think just from being in the package, it got kind of misshapen, but this is not what it, but there you go. You can have them without the claw popping, which I'll keep for right now just for the comparison, and then I'll probably pop the claws back on for the final bit of the review. All right, so Weapon X stands a little under 6 inches tall. Now, my Toy Biz one definitely struggles to stand up on his own. Just a fair warning. There we go. Sweet. He's doing it. But you can see a good little comparison. You can definitely see the difference in the hair. I'll bring him up close so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Actually, it's pretty obvious, but But definitely there's some difference. Even in the suit itself, you can see it's kind of got, and again, correct me, I'm not sure which suit is more accurate. So definitely leave a comment if you want to let others know, because I'm sure I'm not the only one. But you can definitely see the difference in their flesh tone, but they do have both hair on their sides of their arms. The Hasbro one's got definitely more crazy hairstyle, but they are definitely different in ways. The belt's different. The suit is actually different. This one's more of a black with a little bit of the red, but you can see even the red on the wrist is different. But otherwise, close, but not at the same time. So it's kind of cool to have a different variation of them, but very cool. But again, like I said, the other version that comes in the Giant Man wave, same with him, has the burnt face and has claws coming out. So it's kind of interesting. I do not have that version, so I apologize. At least not open. I have them in package. But overall, I think this is a very cool figure. I like him actually more out of the package than I was expecting. Just looking at him and being able to hold him, I think he's a lot cooler. At first, when I first saw him, it was kind of one of those ones I picked up pretty cheap. He's on Amazon for $12.99. I believe he still is, but I definitely think he's pretty cool, especially if you're a fan of the Age of Apocalypse. He's definitely a kind of a must-have, especially with that Age of Apocalypse coming out very soon, which I definitely do want. But and the red looks pretty clean on the back too. Sorry I didn't go over that, did I? But, yep. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great rest of the night, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.